euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left. Touchdown. 8th floor, come down. Hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the emerald straight to taxes, but I don't trip about it. That's what happens when you got dreams closer than imagine. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left. Touchdown.
That check's like a 10.
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season. And now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past. And tonight, we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Yellow! Right! Color!
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
At the 26-yard line.
Yellow! Are you lady? 61! Matchbox, right! 15!
Looking to throw on second down. Mahomes. He finds Robinson. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone. This time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
On first down, Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Try the right side with Howard. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. A give to Howard. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Throwing on second down. Mahomes got an open man, Keelan Cole. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now Mahomes. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz, he's going to rifle one deep left. He's got a man, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Wentz finding his favorite receiver, Jeffrey, on a big one. 48 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the give, running right is Howard. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Someone's looking fresh in his O-line. Nice early burst. Nice gain, too.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Running with Howard. And an alley to run. And they'll get this down to the 10. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
So 1st down went the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to... And Goddard's got it! Touchdown, Eagles! With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes, because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnover. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
They go play out. Flushed out right. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Mahomes now to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you have something about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is...
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 13 yards out, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They run with Howard. He finds an opening past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
That's good for the Eagles. First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here we go, here we go. 180! 59, Mike to 59. What's this done? What's it? Here, shoot. Me. Alert, play. What's this done?
This is Howard on second down. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On first down, it's Howard. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. Howard. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 24, Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And Howard stopped short. He didn't get there. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Throwing his Wentz, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down. On first down, it's Howard. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Well, they had a gain of 1, then 2, and now 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now a give right side. It's Howard, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. They'll try and run. In front, Eagle touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense at Summit.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. 44-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. 2 minutes even on the clock in the first half of Super Bowl 54. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. It was Breeland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Sack. Quarterback gets hit.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Looking deep for his tight ender, and that's caught inside the 35. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Credit the tackle to Kentavious Street, the product of NC State.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Chiefs' 23-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go counter with Howard, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st, they go right back to Howard. Howard has the first down and then some, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the slant. Hey, we're good.
Shotgun now for Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
Again, it's Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
They'll run on first down. It's Howard. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On second down, it's Howard. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On third down, this is Howard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. Howard has the first down and then some. And down to the 28-yard line. Heck of a 4th and short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards. 4th down conversions this drive now 3 for 3.
I'd love to get a look at his play chart right now because he obviously has confidence in everything he has written down in terms of short yardage and going for it on 4th down.
On first down, Wentz under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Throwing on second and long. Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because, you know, the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Under 10.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground. Howard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
They're going to try and run. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire. It sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. On 3rd down, It's Howard, and he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll try and run for it. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally down at the 32-yard line. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On first down, it's Howard. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
So about 3 yards there to the 27.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. They go play fake. Mahomes. He sets to fire deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And Boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on fourth down. Mahomes going to go on fourth down. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On the handoff, this is Howard. And an alley to run. 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it 6 points up. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game. He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They go with Howard again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
He's checking.
Now Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
I'm coming.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Now a it's caught inside the 25. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Mahomes to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll keep it on the ground. Howard. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Go. 120.
It's our time, guys.
on third down. It's Howard. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in the city of brotherly love. The Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champs. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I better kill them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop you looking bleak now? I was homeless, sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank.
Anything I ever do is top rank.